Hello, my Dunue Dolphins. This is Mrs. Langlois for Story 2 of Story Time with Mrs. Langlois. Before I start reading the book, I'd set up this area to give you some clues. All right? Because I want to see if you can possibly guess what the setting of our story is, which then will help you figure out what the main character of our story is. A setting is where and when a story takes place. So if you look right behind me, I've hung something up here. And this actually belonged to my dad because he loved to do this. Do you know what this is? It's a fishing rod. And I want you to think about where you use a fishing rod and what you use it for. Over on this table, if you take a peek, we have some lovely coral, absolutely beautiful. There's another piece. Wait, what is that? A can of tuna. That shouldn't be here, but yes, it should. That's another clue for you. And over here, this lamp, this basket is a type of basket that would be used to carry small little somethings, as well as over here you see that my pole chain, the bottom of it is a little fish. Now back to me. I wore a very special hat, and most of you know I don't like wearing hats, but this one I absolutely thought was perfect, as well as this wrap. And this wrap really kind of tells me what the setting is. Do you know? Have you guessed? You're right. The setting is the water, the ocean. And our main character is right again, a fish. You guys are so smart. I love it. So I really love this story. This is called The Adventures of Max the Minnow. And this story was one of my son David's favorites. And one of the reasons he loved it so much was because the googly eyes. I would read to him and I'd be shaking the eyeballs and he would laugh and laugh and laugh. Love you, David. You gave me wonderful memories. So anyhow, it's Max the Minnow, written by William Boniface and illustrated by Don Sullivan. And the illustrations really are beautiful. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. There was a school of minnows once that lived within some cracks. The quickest and most clever one of all of them was Max. Each day he watched the big fish play and slowly shook his head. Now why do they have all the fun? The tiny minnow said. Okay, googly eyes. Look at the beautiful illustrations. That Max is a cutie. So he saddled up his seahorse Sam and said to all he knew, I'm off to ask the others how to be a big fish too. His friends all cried, You're crazy, Max. The food chain starts with us. But Max had bigger fish to find and questions to discuss. He went and asked the hippest fish that he had ever met, a manta ray named Morrissey, who led a jazz quartet. I digs what you is asking me, but one thing I don't figure, why you don't groove the way you be, no smaller and no bigger. That manta ray was a cool dude. and very smart. Amongst a school of blowfish, Max's question was the same. Before his eyes they grew in size, and made a boastful claim. We're brave and bold and big and bad. At danger we all scoff. And on they went until a guppy scared them off. Just 'cause you're big doesn't mean you don't get scared. Maybe I can puff up too, Max told his seahorse Sam. If I can't be big naturally, I'll eat until I am. He swam right into sawfish malts, the finest in the sea, and chugged down 7 plankton shakes as quickly as could be. I don't know if that's going to make him bigger. The turtles at the Pizza Cove could not believe their eyes. Anchovies were the only things that Max left off his pies. Do any of you know what an anchovy is? Well, actually, they're little fish and they're very salty. A lot of people love them on pizza. Not me, but I've heard they are very good. They're just not to my liking, or Max's. The octopus at Noodle Hut was equally impressed. He needed all 8 tentacles to keep up with his guest. Whoa. Max will not stop eating. Sounds like me. And yes, he grew. That much is true. But mostly he got fat. When clownfish classes passed him by, poor Max was snickered at. When I get bigger, they won't laugh. I'll show them I'm a winner. But then he spied a distant sign that spelled out Sharky's dinner. He swam right into Sharky's lair, and though no place looked finer, he told the shark his sign was wrong. That dinner should be diner. Au contraire, the sly shark grinned. The diners are my dinner. That's why I'm pleased that you've stopped in. And thrilled that you're not thinner. Uh-oh. What is Max gonna do? Max flipped around and swam away as fast as he could go. But all the food he'd swallowed down had made him far too slow. That shark is right there getting ready. Poor Max. But as he fled, it dawned on Max that brains mean more than bulk. And quick as that, he found a crack within the sunken hulk. He slipped right through, but not the shark, who crashed and gave a yell. "I hope," said Max, "you've learned respect, and also how to spell." Now Max has learned, as you should too, that big fish aren't just made. It's what you do with what you've got that helps you make the grade. And Max has lost the weight he gained, and as you and I can witness, for he's become the biggest fish for underwater fitness. And we'll do one more. Get the googly eyes going again. I hope that you've enjoyed the story, and I've enjoyed reading it to you. I hope you're all safe, and also I hope you are getting some exercise, going outside to get the fresh air, but also being very safe when you are outside. Take care. I will see you soon.